Welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be doing something that I am super psyched about, something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and it was something that I kind of kept on the down low, or at least tried to. I didn't really mention it on my Instagram or anything like that. By the way, the banner up at the top, that KDM_Kurt, that is my Instagram. If you want to go ahead and follow me on there, I'll be posting all kinds of pictures of the cars and me at meets and whatnot, and doing cruises and stuff like that on there. But yeah, today we are going to be lowering the Optima. Well, I say we, I'm not going to be doing it myself because I don't have all the proper tools to do it, but I went ahead and ordered a set of, here we go, you see them, D2 Pro Series racing springs. These should provide a pretty aggressive drop on the car. I believe the front is an 1.5 inch drop, and in the back it's going to be 1.5. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this to a garage that I talked to down the street some ways. They said that they'd be able to switch out the springs for us and everything, that they could do it on a Kia Optima. Like I said, I don't have I believe it's a spring compressor is the only thing that I didn't have, but better to let professionals do it if you don't really know what you're doing. I tried researching it quite a bit, and that's actually how I found out that I don't have the proper tools to do it. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and let the professionals do this one, and we'll just kind of take some measurements real quick, show you what the car looks like right now at stock riding height, and then we'll get the springs installed hopefully today here pretty soon, and then I'll show you what it looks like after that. Alrighty, so this right here is the gap from the front tire to the fender. As you can see, I can fit 4 of my fingers in there pretty good. There's just a little bit right here where my finger's getting squeezed, but otherwise that's quite a lot. We'll go ahead and move to the back and see how much there is there. And in the back here, we've got just about the same thing. I can fit the 4 fingers in there, but I do feel just a little bit more of a pinch on here when I'm kind of directly up and down in the middle there. So I feel just a little bit more of a pinch. There's a little bit less of a gap back here. So I guess that's why we're, only gonna go down 1.5 inches there. And also because we want the car to, dip just a little bit so we get more of that downforce in the front. All right, so we're gonna take this thing to a shop, get them put on there, and then we'll see what it looks like once that's all. I hope you enjoyed that quick little montage of clips. And as you can tell, without me even getting up close to measure it, this thing is already looking a lot lower. We'll go ahead and move in for the measurements here in the front. I can fit only about 2 fingers in now, and even then up top here we're a little pinched. And we'll go ahead and move to the back and see what that looks like. And in the back here, you can see we've dropped even more. I can actually only fit 1 finger right here, and I actually kind of have to angle it upwards into the wheel well to even fit it in there. So this drop was a little more aggressive than the front, which is completely understandable because you don't want to drop so far on your front tires that you're not able to turn them without rubbing them against your fenders. Now, if we were on air suspension, that wouldn't be a problem because then we could just, air up when we're getting ready to take off. But since we're static on springs, we don't want to go too low and affect our tires rubbing into our fenders. One more big thing we need to talk about before we go, you need to make sure that if you do this to your car, you also want to change out your shocks for aftermarket shocks. I have some True Heart performance shocks on the way that will be getting put on here very soon. I don't have them right now, so I will be driving on springs with the stock shocks. But you don't want to leave them on the stock ones for very long, because what you're basically doing is you're telling your stock shocks that they need to be constantly compressed because they're on shorter springs. So that means that your shock is going to wear out faster. It's not riding at the 100% height that it should be riding at. It's riding at maybe like 70 or 85 because you've put lowered springs on there. So you got to make sure that you tune the rest of the suspension and get the rest of this stuff needed when you put on springs. And here's a full view of the other side of the car. That way you can kind of see what the whole thing looks like. Alrighty, you guys, that just about does it for me. If you have any questions about these springs, or if you want to look for some for your car and maybe don't know exactly which ones to choose, let me know in the comments down below. I'll help you find some that will fit for your car. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to check out another channel on the video. That's backwards. Don't forget to check out another video on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in my next one.